God, Gregory.
It's the mimic!
What are you?
It's the mimic!
Hello guys, Poke here, bringing you all yet another anime review video. Now that we're halfway through summer 2023, and after shitting on an anime, after my long break from uploading, I decided, you know what, maybe I should try to be a little positive and talk about an anime that not only intrigued my interest, but also I consider to be a hidden gem throughout this season, and that anime being Liar Liar. Ah yes, the anime Liar Liar Pants on Fire. Who would have thought an anime with the goofiest name would have had an exciting plot? Well, I wouldn't say exciting, I would say more intriguing kind of plot that not only got me interested in the character stories and motives, but also what the series has in store and what it could all be leading up to. In this video, I'll be mostly discussing why I think this anime story and characters are exciting, and why I think it's a good watch for people trying to get into this psychological drama genre. And before I start, this anime will be a spoiler-free review, but I will mention maybe some important characters that do appear after the first episode, though it'll be worth it. Just trust me. So without further ado, let's begin today's video. Hiruto Shinohara is some rando who just so happened to be lucky, but at the same time unlucky, depending on how you see it. He came across the school's top student Sayonoji Sarasa and accidentally challenges her because the water sprinkles got her wet, and in a turn of events he actually wins this PvP battle that the school does for some reason, and takes her stars and becomes a 7-star on his first day of school. Sayonoji is a pretty important figure in this school, like her family being one of the founders of the school, meaning this altercation is a pretty big deal. However, this isn't Sarasa, and basically she's been covering up the real Sarasa because she got kidnapped, and because this one is one of her friends, she's decided to take over the place and become the real Sarasa. But she only got through that because of this 7-star that basically lets you tell one lie. I think that's the one. It's like there's 7 stars in total and have different things that you can do with them. And with this one that Sarasa had, she basically could tell a lie saying that she's the real Sarasa. However, if she loses this star, her lie is like cancelled out and her truth is revealed. So now that our boy Hiruto takes it over, his lie is basically having 7 stars. And if he loses these 7 stars, well, it's gonna be exposed as a fraud who never had any 7 stars and was actually 1-star level. So Hiruto plays this character of someone who never loses and is always steps ahead of everyone, while in reality he knows how screwed he is if anyone finds out his secret, and could possibly be considered one of the weakest characters in the series in terms of abilities. However, he honestly has a lot of good wit to him and can manage through tough situations that seem meaningfully impossible to avoid. However, with the help of plot armor, Hiruto can get through anything. When this anime was first announced, it got constantly compared to anime like Classroom of the Elite because of its like class rankings and stuff, and with this overfunded ass school, it makes me question the ethics of what the government does in their respective universe with this twist to it. However, why do they make these giant ass school campuses when they could use that funding for the city and its citizens instead of hosting fucking psychopaths? The anime even got compared to No Game No Life. I don't know why. Maybe because of the visually appealing player battles that are seen in both anime. Although I think Liar Liar is more similar to Classroom of the Elite. I think the overall premise of the series is very original, with Hiruto having to constantly not be outed as a fraud with the school's funding and just completely ruining these characters' social lives of being the best of the best. But hey, at least he isn't that much of a dick about it. The battles are honestly the best aspects of the series, with each battle with Hiruto feeling less and less impossible to get away with involving cheating. but he just finds a way to get away with it. I say as though that like these can be random at times, like the creator just pull him out his ass or her. However, I don't think it's too much of a stretch, and I think that it could be plausible with Hiruto's mind. Like, I don't think he's like the smartest person in all of anime. However, I think that he has some highlights to him that could rank him above a lot of smart characters. He ain't no Yuichi or Ayano Koji smart level. Maybe, nah, not no light level. He ain't light level either. But he is smart. Don't get me wrong. And like, I like the maid, Shirayuki, and how she may be seen as the generic maid you can find in any anime with fan service, but she does get her own time to shine, and is even able to defend herself without the assistance of Hiruto. Yeah, that's all. I don't really have much negatives for this show, honestly. I feel as though I mostly have fun with it. I just turn off my brain when watching it, and it feels like this was like a whole ass brain dump. But I think that's a good thing because it allows a lot of creativity without it being held against it. Like, if it was actual real powers these kids had, then there would be too much power scaling and shit. With it all just happening in the phone, in a digital world kinda, they use some of the real world, but I think it works. I feel as though that's the reason why I rate this anime a lot higher than what my anime list likes to rate it. Although I don't think you should limit to your opinions to just my anime list. I don't even think you should limit your opinions to mine. Don't take mine as factual either. This is just what I think about the anime from what my perspective is. You can have your own, but you can also take what I say into account. So like, one main problem I would have is what I just said before, is the constant brain dumping, honestly. Because I know that the anime tries to let the viewer know the mind puzzling and intellectual abilities of Hiruto, but it's like, you know, in JoJo, when whatever Joestar is the main lead and they're fighting an enemy, especially after part 3, the enemy basically explains every rule the stand needs in order for an action to occur. Yeah, that's basically what happens with most of the antagonists in this series, with these overpowered cards and what kind of abilities they have, with Hiruto seeing one minor flaw and using it to his advantage. I feel as though it's a bit overused, and if it was used minimally, the anime would be a lot more enjoyable to watch, even though I think the anime is completely fine as it is. I don't think this anime has as many positives or negatives for me to list. It isn't overly a pain in the ass to sit through while trying your best to have any kind of interest with the characters, like Tsukinako, but it isn't an overly compelling story with antagonists you can feel are threatening, like Classroom Via League. But I like it for as it is. The anime can be overly complicated for no reasons besides making the main character look smart, but the anime genuinely does a great balance of its strategy intense story with the slice of life aspects perfectly well, which is why I believe this anime is a 7 out of 10. Thank you to anyone who watched to the end of this video. If you've came here from my YouTube shorts, well, hello and welcome to my content that I usually post here. I do plan on doing more Would You Rather questions, but I also would like to do other short form kinds of content, so always let me know what kind of content y'all would like to see. Once again, expect a new video next week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.